We refer to our program as cooling optimization. So what's that really mean? And we'll come up with a definition for that. And essentially it equates to using the least amount of cooling capacity and energy to create an optimal thermal condition for the IT equipment. And even though our focus is on cooling, IT equipment, we realize, of course, is the critical aspect of the data center. That's why the data center is there. That's why you have a data center. So our objective is to make that IT equipment give us as good an environment as possible for that IT equipment to operate. So what's that mean? Well, first of all, we optimize airflow, which allows the least amount of cooling capacity to be used to meet the needs of the IT equipment. And by reducing cooling capacity or operating cooling capacity, we reduce the cooling energy costs. And usually our results are very substantial reduction in cooling costs. And as I say, the primary objective though is to ensure that the IT equipment is operating in an optimal thermal environment and that operating costs have been reduced. So over the last few years, we've decided to start tracking some of the projects that we have completed. And if we look over the last 2 or 3 years, to date, we've achieved 7.8 million kilowatt hours of energy reduction. So to put that into terms that easier to understand, that's equivalent to about the energy consumption of 820 households in a year. We've saved our clients just about 1.1 million in energy costs for cooling, and that's a one-year value. And the reason I say that is because once a customer has achieved that, once we've helped customers achieve that energy savings in year one, the objective is that those savings continue to accumulate year over year. So the value here is just a 1-year shot. Any project that we get involved in, we work with the client and work with the IESO to get energy incentives for that. And well, all of our projects that we've done have been projects that have been incented by the IESO. So that means that you, as a client, are getting money back based on the project cost and based on the energy savings that we've achieved for you. And to date, we've achieved close to $800,000 back to our clients, which helps to offset the project costs. If we look across all of the sites that we've done over the last 3 years or so, cooling energy reduction has been on average 36%. So when we look at the cost of a data center operation, as I noted earlier, cooling can represent between 30 to 60%. If we take a number, let's say 40%, we're looking at about anywhere between a 15 to 20% reduction in overall operating costs for a data center. So that's pretty substantial. As well, we've also had an impact on the carbon footprint by reducing active refrigerant in cooling systems. And to date, we've removed over 3,300 kilograms of refrigerant, taken it out of service. And that is equivalent to about 6,200 tons of CO2. So needless to say, cooling optimization, number one, is very positive from a customer point of view. Number two, it's very positive from an environmental point of view. And number three, the intent here is to provide you with long-term results that you continue to see those savings.